On this auspicious Tithi of Amavasya, a few devotees are offering the Maheshwara Puja at the Divine Lotus Feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, our beloved Swamiji. Before we begin, we request all the monastic members of the Nityananda order and all the participants of the Maheshwara Puja to be seated with your neck, head and spine in a straight line, and please be seated in a deep space of gratitude and restful awareness in your Ananda Gandha. Before we begin, we are requesting the listening of the Maheshwara Puja participants. Kindly have authentic listening to the truths behind the Maheshwara Puja. And if you authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and respond, that you agree to the truths behind the Maheshwara Puja, which will be told now. If you agree, please say yes loudly at the end of each declaration. The truth behind the Maheshwara Puja is that I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that cosmic energy exists. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is the Chinmaya Vigraha, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, is a pure channel for complete completion to be achieved for all the departed souls and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with the departed souls. Yes, I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that during the Maheshwara Puja, all the monastic members of the Nityananda order become a pure channel for complete completion to be achieved for all the departed souls and for completion to be achieved for all the participants with the departed souls. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth that offering of the Maheshwara Puja will bestow complete completion for all the departed souls whose photo or horoscope is mentioned here, and completion will be bestowed on all the Maheshwara Puja participants with the departed souls for whom they are offering Maheshwara Puja here today. Yes. We will now start the rituals for the Maheshwara Puja. Please sit straight with your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra. Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nityananda Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Lalate Tripundri Nitilagrita Kasturi Tilakaha Spuran Maladhara Spurita Gatikopi Navasanaha Dadhano Dushtaram Shirasi Panirajam Shishgalam Pradipas Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate Mamopata Samasta Duritakshaya Dvara भगवच्छ्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम् अद्य पूर्वोक्ता एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ षडमष्णगोत्रोद्भवस्य मृगशीर्षा नक्षत्रे वृषभराशो जातस्य बालाजी श्रीनिवासन्नामधेयस्य अनुषा श्रीनिवासन्नाम्याः रोहित गुप्ता नामधेयस्य लीला गुप्ता नाम्याः सूर्या गुप्ता नामधेयस्य रोहित गुप्ता नामधेयस्य लीला गुप्ता नाम्याः सूर्या गुप्ता नामधेयस्य हेलेन साव नाम्याः राघवन साव नामधेयस्य राधा स्वामी नाम्याः श्रीनिवासन कोमंदूर नामधेयस्य आनंद मोहन नामधेयस्य वासुदेवन राघवाचारी नामधेयस्य वेंकटनाथन राघवाचारी नामधेयस्य केशव वासुदेवन राघवाचारी नामधेयस्य विवेक बंसल नामधेयस्य सकुटुंबस्य च ब्रह्मकपाला विष्णुपाद कालभैरव वपुस्वरूप श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपन शाख्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहारध्वधोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत
आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कत्रे
साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त
सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूढ़ाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि
साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ नवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठा श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम पूर्वोक्तानां सर्वेषां जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम एतेषां दिवंगत बंधुमित्र वर्गानां विदेह मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम च परमशिव स्वरूप भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव मुखेन महेश्वर पूजाख्य कर्म करिष्ये. We'll now chant the 15th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवतां नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. अथ पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य वर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित्. Shri Bhagavan says, the imperishable banyan tree of life, symbolized by the Ashwatha, has its roots above with the leaves and branches spreading below the earth. The leaves are said to be the Vedic hymns. One who knows this eternal tree becomes the knower of the Vedas. Adhaschordhvam prasrutastasya shakha guna pravriddha vishaya pravalaha adhascha mulanyanusantadani karmanubandhini manushya-loke. The branches of this tree extend below and above the earth, nourished by the tree human attributes guna. Its buds are the sense objects. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound by the resultant actions of humans. Narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nando na chadir na cha sampratishta
Ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridena chidva.
The real form of this tree cannot be perceived. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this strongly rooted tree with the weapon of detachment. Tatah padam tat
Parimargitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyaha tameva chadyam purusham pravadye yatah pravriddih prasrita purani.
One must then seek that place from which, having gone, one never returns, and surrender to the Supreme Being from whom all activities started from the ancient times. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sangyair gacchantya muda padamavyayantate. Those who are free from pride, delusion and attachment, those who dwell in the self, who are done with lust, who are free from the dualities of joy and sorrow, not confused, and those who know how to surrender to the Supreme Person, attain the eternal consciousness. Natad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante taddhama paramam mama. That supreme space of eternal consciousness, my consciousness is not illumined by the sun nor the moon nor by the fire. Those who enter that space never return to this material world. Mamai vamso jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashyasthani indriyani prakritistani karshati. The living entities in this conditioned material world are a portion of my eternal self. In this conditioned material world, they are attracted by the six senses, which include mind dwelling in Prakriti, the active energy principle. Shariram yadavapnoti yacchadyukramati ishvaraha grihitvaitani samyati vayurgandhani vashayat. The spirit in the mind body living in this material world moves from one body to another just as air carries aroma. Stotram chakshusparshanam cha rasanam granameva cha adhishthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. The living entity, the spirit, leaves one body, takes some other body and gets new eyes, ears, nose, tongue and sensing body according to the samskaras it had in the causal layer, and enjoys the new mental setup. Ukramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam vagunanvidam vimudhananupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Fools in ignorance do not perceive the spirit being united with the gunas. As it enters, enjoys and leaves the body, the one whose inner eye is open perceives all this clearly. Yatanto yoginaschainam paschyatyatmanyavastitam yadanto prakratatmano nainam paschantya chetasaha. The serious practitioner of yoga with an understanding of his self can see all this clearly, but those who do not have an understanding of the self, however much they try, cannot see. Yada dityagadam tejo jagadbhasayate khilam
यच्छन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नो तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम्.
The light of the sun and the light of the moon and the light of fire, all their radiance is also from me. Gama vishya cha bhutani dharayamyamojasa pushnami choschadi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Entering into earth, I support all beings with my energy. Becoming the watery moon, I nourish all plant life. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayukta Pachanyannam Chadurvidam. I am the fire of digestion in every living body. I am the breath of life exhaled and inhaled, with which I digest the fourfold food. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattasmritirjnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me came memory, knowledge, and their loss. I am known by the Vedas indeed. I am the creator of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Dvavimo purusho loke sharaschakshara yevacha sharas sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate. There are two things, the perishable and imperishable in this world. There are the living beings who are perishable, while there is the unchangeable, the imperishable. Uttamah purushastvanyaha paramadmetyudahritah yo lokatrayamavishya bibartyavyaya ishvaraha. Besides these two, there is the Supreme Purusha, the Lord Himself, one who pervades and sustains these three worlds. Yasmaksharamati aksharatapi chottamaha atosmi loke vedecha pratita purushottamaha. As I am transcendental, beyond both the perishable, the imperishable, and the best, I am declared both in the world and in the Vedas as the Supreme Person, Purushottama. Yo mamevamasam janadi purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarvabhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme without a doubt is to be understood as the knower of everything, and he worships me with all his being. O son of Bharata, iti gukyatamam shastram idham muktam maya nagha yedad buddhva buddhiman syad kritakrityascha Bharata. This is the most profound teaching taught by me, O sinless one, and whoever knows this will become wise, and his actions will bear fruit. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyayaha. In the Upanishad of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the scripture of yoga dealing with Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra, the science of Brahman, the Supreme Absolute, in the form of Krishna Arjuna Samvada, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. This is the 15th chapter named Purushottama Yoga, the yoga of the Supreme Being. Vasudev Vasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. We will now continue with the Manasa Puja. Om Hridpadmamasanam dadyat Sahasrarachyutamrudehi Padyam Charanayor dadyat Manastu Argyam Nivedayet Tena Amritena Achamaniyam Snaniyam Tena Chasmritam Akashatattvam Vastram Syat Gandhasyat Gandhatatvakam Chittam Prakalpayet Pushpam Dhupam Pranan Prakalpayet Tejastattvam Cha Deepartham Naivedyam Syat Sudham Buddhihi Anahatadvanirghanta Vayudatvam Cha Chamaram Sahasraram Bhavet Chhatram Shabdadatvam Cha Geetakam Nityamindriya Karmani Chanchalyam Manasastatha Sumekalam Padmamalam Pushpam Nana Vidham Tatha Amayadyer Bhava Pushpaihi Archayet Bhava Gocharam Amayam Manahankaram Aragam Mamadham Tatha Amohagam Madhambam Cha Advesha Akshobhakau Tatha Amatsaryam Alobham Cha Dasapushpam Vidurbudaha Ahimsa Paramam Pushpam Pushpam Indriya Nigraha Daya Pushpam Kshama Pushpam Jnana Pushpam Cha Panchamam Iti Panchadasir Bhava Pushpaihi Sambhujayet Bhagavantam Shri Nityananda Paramashivam. We'll now begin the Upachara Puja, the external worship. Om Hrim Etat
Padyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
Om Hrim Esha Argyaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Achamaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Snaniyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Vastram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshat Gandaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Pushpam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sachandana Bilva Patram Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshadhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Eshaddeepaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Sopakarna Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya
भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः।
ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानार्थोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानार्थोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः। आरात्रिकम् ॐ
राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः।
कर्पूरगौरं
करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। आरात्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः।
पुष्पाञ्जलिः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म
तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
अनेकजन्म
प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः ममात्मा
सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः।
ईश्वरो
गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्। kindly requesting all the sannyasis of the Nityananda order to distribute and partake the Pinda Prasadam. Thank you, Nityanandam.